Hello, Steve White, Trick Boy 89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, I just watched the Picard Season 2 teaser trailer. I knew Q was going to be in Season 2. I was afraid it was going to be all about Q and the potential for the havoc that could be just put upon the Star Trek universe with Kurtzman writing a Q story is kind of scary. Now we saw John Delancey being interviewed on the podcast, the panel with Patrick Stewart and Wesley, and basically they said he shows up at a how do you put it, an unexpected moment, a shattering moment, but then obviously didn't go into any of the details. Now the trailer talks about time. They say the ultimate final frontier is time, and that time can turn our actions basically to history. We focus on what we wish we did, and basically time offers many opportunities but no second chances. But then we see, and we're looking at all things in Picard's study. We see the painting of the Enterprise, we see the Stargazer, just lots of things from Star Trek's past, whether they're specific to the story or whether they're just there just to show, hey, we know Star Trek, we know member berries. What are they? I can't remember. Member berries, is that it? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Waffling. And then we see a table, and we have the card, the Queen, out of the stack of cards, Q, and the whole card sort of just disintegrates, and we just leave the corner which says Q, and that just turns into the title, and we just hear John Delancey saying the trial never ends, and then laughs, ominously. So part of me is like, they had the perfect book ending with Encounter at Farpoint and All Good Things. To bring Q back, I don't see how they can't undermine the whole of Next Generation by doing that. That's kind of why that no one sort of touched Q really after that. So I don't know. I mean, I knew they were going to do Q, especially when we found out Whoopi Goldberg was going to be in it, and when Patrick Stewart asked her to be in the show on The View. But I just don't know where they're going to go for what they're going to do. The potential for disaster coming from this, the things Q could do with his power, he could just snap his fingers and change anything in that Star Trek universe that would undermine anything. They could go back in the past, they could undo everything that Star Trek and the Federation is. Just, they could do anything and not have to explain it because Q just did it. So it really scares me, the potential for disaster that could come from this. Looking at how they dealt with characters like Harry Mudd on Discovery, and what they did with Picard, with the whole having to sacrifice himself basically to be a minority, a persecuted minority, and killing him so that he could basically be redeemed as a minority that's like discriminated against, and just the whole white saviour, white guilt, white privilege guilt, all that sort of stuff that Patrick Stewart is working through. Good for him, he's working through his issues, but he didn't have to do it through Picard in the show. I'm just really scared of what they could do. I want to see Whoopi Goldberg back as Guinan, but the potential for how they could ruin the characters. And yes, it's a separate universe from the original canon universe where Next Generation takes place. It really has no effect on that universe before or after, but just what they do in this universe is just I'm not thrilled, I'm not excited, I'm just scared. I'm scared for what they're going to do in this season, whether they're just going to have Q pop up and just be commenting on some situation and testing Picard like he did in other episodes, or whether he's going to be the whole season and he's going to do things that are just going to be absolutely devastating to the Star Trek universe and changing things up so much. The potential for what they could do, assuming they have the imagination and the intention, is terrifying. But at the same time, it could also be good. They could fix some problems if they wanted to. But I don't know it's all about their intention. If they just want to continue talking about politics and using it as a platform and not really exploring space or dealing with science fiction stories and science fiction issues, I don't know where it's going to go. I'm just scared. I'm scared. I'm scared of what they're going to do. What could Q do in their hands? I just can't think about it anymore. It's already I'm just going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and what you think, where you think the potential for this idea could go and how disastrous it could be, or maybe, I don't know. I can't think about it anymore.